So remember in the first video what we did was we added our resistors together and found a total resistance. And then the second video we did the same thing but with a parallel circuit or a combination circuit. In the third video then we took and we had a total voltage, a total resistance, and we could find a current from that. Now don't let this throw you. A table's just an easy way for you to organize all this information and to show your work in a real clear and concise way. So if I have four resistors that are in series, remember that in a series our resistors add up. So our total resistance will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So if I add all of these up, then that's going to give me the total. So I'm going to take 15 plus 10 plus 20 plus 35, and it gives me a total resistance of 80 ohms. Now remember too that if I have voltage, current, and resistance, my voltage is equal to my current times my resistance. So if I have my voltage V1 across this first light bulb and I have my resistance across that one, then can't I take that voltage and divide it by the resistance to get the current? So I can take 1.125, divide that by 15, 1.125 divided by 15, and that gives me a current of 0.075. Now remember, in a series circuit, what do we know about the current? And we know that SCC. In a series circuit, the current is constant, which means your total current equals the current across 1 equals the current across 2. So all of these, because they're all in series, are all going to be 0.075 amps. Well, now that I have all of these, I can easily backtrack to find all of the rest of my voltages. I can take this voltage and do 0.075 amps times the 80 ohms, 0.075 times 80, and get 6 for my total voltage on the battery. I can take this guy and do 0.075 times 10 and get 0.75 volts. I can take this one, 0.075 times 20, and get 1.5 volts. And then I can take this last one, 0.075 times 35, and when I do that, I'm going to get 2.625 volts. Now the interesting thing about these problems is we can always double check ourselves, because what do you know about voltage in a series circuit? You know that the voltage adds up. So the total voltage equals V1 plus V2 plus V3. So I can literally add these up and see if I get 6. 2.625 plus 1.5 plus 0.75 plus 1.125, and I get that 6 volts whenever I add all of those up again. And so in these type of problems, what we're doing is we're filling out the table and we're finding what the voltage, the current, and the resistance is across each individual light bulb or resistor in the circuit.